And welcome back. It's state tournament baseball here tonight. Game 4 of the day in the Class A state tournament here at DeLacy Park in Oklahoma City. And it's the Silo Rebels and the Tushka Tigers in this evening's final opening round contest of the tournament. Earlier scores today, it was top-ranked Oklahoma rallying with a two-run homer in the bottom of the seventh to defeat Sterling 3-1. And Canute then shut out Red Oak 5-0. Before the game preceding this contest, Dale knocked off Rattan 11-4 to move on to the semifinals tomorrow. So Oklahoma, Canute, and Dale have all punched their ticket for the semifinals to join the winner of this contest. The winner takes on Dale tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. in the state semifinals. Earlier today on the network, we had the audio broadcast at Hall of Fame Stadium as the Silo Lady Rebels came from behind to defeat Dale 8-3. And they will play in the state semifinals 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. And they will take on Amber Pocasset in that semifinal contest. And you can hear the game right here on SiloRebels.tv with the audio broadcast tomorrow morning from Hall of Fame Stadium. Starting lineups being introduced for the visiting Tushka Tigers now. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Tigers. They will lead off with the shortstop, who is Tegan Simon. Batting second will be the catcher, Lex Simon. Hitting third and pitching is Bryson Tuck. The four-hole hitter is the first baseman, and that's Walt Kerr. Batting fifth is the designated hitter. It's Landon Griffin. And hitting sixth for the Tigers, playing third base, will be Hayden Griffin. Batting seventh in left field is going to be Austin Self. Hitting eighth at second base, the Tigers have Pete Goodson. And batting ninth in center field is going to be Cole Simpson. That's the lineup for the Tushka Tigers. It's Simon, Tuck, Kerr, Griffin, Self, Goodson, and Simpson for Coach Dax Simon. Tigers 21-10, the season record, coming into tonight's contest. Now the Rebels being introduced with their entire roster. Lineup for the Rebels. Connor Proctor will lead off and play shortstop. Batting second will be the left fielder, Connor Cordell. Hitting third and pitching tonight will be Easton Ford, the junior right-hander. Delton Roberts plays first base and bats fourth. Hitting fifth, a designated hitter, Sawyer Reddick. Batting sixth and playing second base is Charlie Gardner. Batting seventh and playing third base will be Carter Parker. Hitting eighth and catching Josh Trout. And batting ninth is the right fielder, Mason Urbany. Also in center field for the Rebels, it's going to be Xander Marshall. So the Rebels lineup, pretty familiar there with Proctor, Cordell, Ford, Roberts, Reddick, Gardner, Parker, and Trout, and Urbany. Take a look at the statistics for Easton Ford here in just a minute. Right after we pause while they have the national anthem. And the national anthem finishes up here at DeLacy Park. Big crowd on hand. Big contingent of Silo fans have made the trip up for tonight's quarterfinal contest. The Rebels facing off against the Tushka Tigers. It's going to be Easton Ford on the mound, the junior. On the season for Ford, he has a 4-0 record with a save. He's making his 10th appearance, his 6th start, 27 2/3 innings this fall. A 2.53 earned run average. Ford has allowed 20 runs, 10 earned on 28 hits, struck out 34, and walked 11. On the season. And he will get the start on the mound, looking at the defensive alignment. It's Josh Trout behind the plate doing the catching. And then Carter Parker at third, Kyler Proctor at short, Charlie Gardner at second base, and Delton Roberts manning the first base position. In left field, Connor Cordell. Center fielder is Xander Marshall. And in right, Mason Urbany. Pretty much standard pat for the Rebels defensively, with Gardner making the start at second base. And we are just about set for the first pitch for tonight's contest. Glad you're along with us here on SoloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network for this video broadcast. Tonight here from DeLacy Park. Now the umpire getting set, ready to go here. And we are just about set for Easton Ford's first offering of the night. It's going to be Tegan Simon, and he will swing on the first pitch and foul it off the right side and out of play. Now Ford's going to step off, brings Carter Parker in a little bit at third base. Defending against the possible bunt as the pitch, and that one just a little bit high to Tegan Simon. It's 1-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss from Ford. Moves the count to 1-2. And the next offering, swung on by Simon. Ground ball hit to third, fielded by Parker. The throw over in time. And Tegan Simon is retired for the first out of the contest. Two-hopper there to Carter Parker. Scooped up and thrown out. So one down here in the opening inning. Lex Simon, the catcher, steps to the plate for Tushka. And he will watch the first pitch in the dirt from Easton Ford. Tushka 21-10 on the season. The regular season scheduled meeting between these two teams was rained out, and they weren't able to find a date to reschedule. So Rebels and the Tigers have not met this fall, despite being only about 30 miles apart. Here's a swing and a foul ball left side. And it rolls foul off the bat of Lex Simon. 2-1 the count. Here's Ford's next pitch, and that one misses away. 3-1. Tigers trying to get something started here. And there's a strike called. Count goes full. And here comes Easton's payoff pitch. Swung on. It's another ground ball left side and takes a hop over Parker into left field. Looked like Parker was in position to make the play, but stayed back on it and took a hop over him into left field. So Tushka has a base runner aboard. Next batter is going to be the pitcher. That's Bryson Tuck, the left-hander. And he took the first pitch for a ball. Now here's a throw to first, but back in time is Simon. Tushka with the first base runner of the contest. Here's Ford's pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate. Count goes even to 1-1. And another throw to first, trying to keep Simon close over there. Rebels looking for a double play up the middle. Proctor at short and Gardner at second base. Here's another throw to first, and Simon's back in. Tuck awaits the pitch from Ford. It's bunted through, and it's going to be a strike to Tuck. 1-2 now the count. Next Ford pitch, and that one misses for a ball. Evens it up at 2-2. Next offering, swung on, pulled, and that's foul. Spoiled that one. Simon was on the move on the pitch. Back in there, 2-2. The pitch to Tuck, and he's going to foul it off the left side. One out here in the top half of the first inning. Another throw to first base. Simon back in easily. Here's Ford's pitch, swung on, and that one's fouled off the left side. Not a play is again. Tushka 21-10. And there's the pitch on the payoff delivery. It's outside, ball 4. And Tuck walks. Simon was moving on the pitch. It's a walk to Tuck. 2 aboard for Tushka. And the batter, going to be Walt Kerr. Tigers have played well down the stretch. They've won 11 of their last 14. Only losses in that span came to Tupelo, Calera, and then they fell to Oakdale in the regional tournament, the top-ranked Tigers. Here's a ground ball, right side. That's going to find a hole and into shallow right field. Diving stop by Gardner to save a run there. And the bases are loaded for Tushka with 1 out. That hit just hard enough to find a hole for a single for Kerr. Gardner's diving stop kept it from going any further in the outfield and not allowing a run to score. We have a conference on the mound. Coach Billy Jack Bowen is out to talk to the Rebels here. Couple of hits and a walk have loaded them up for Tushka. And it's Landon Griffin at the plate with one out. Rebels in danger of spotting Tushka the lead here. Now ready to go. Easton Ford rocks and fires. Pitch swung on. It's hit high in the air. Shallow center field. Coming in it's Urban. He makes the grab. Here's the throw coming home. Runner has to hold as Urban, the right fielder, got over there and made the catch. The senior called everybody off, and there's two down.
Now batting third baseman, number 14, Hayden Griffin.
Hayden Griffin now hitting with two outs. See if Ford can work out of this jam as the pitch right there on the outside corner for a strike called. Bases loaded, two down here in the first. Ford's pitch, and that one just barely got a piece of. Fouls it back to the screen. Was high in the zone. Griffin just nicked that one. Count goes 0-2. And the next pitch from Ford is outside. The 1-2 delivery swung on, and that one's fouled by Griffin at the plate. He hangs alive there. Sixth batter of the inning for Tushka. Now we've got time called as Griffin goes down and talks to Dak Simon. Now ready to go at 1-2. Ford gets his sign. The next pitch, and it's swung on. It's hit high in the air. Shallow center field. Coming in is Marshall. He calls everybody off and makes the grab to end the inning and get the Rebels out of the jam. For the Tigers in the first, no runs, 2 hits, and they leave 3. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Tushka nothing. Salo coming to bat. Next, here on SoloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Rebels get out of a bases-loaded 1-out jam in the first, unscathed, as Tushka goes scoreless in the opening inning. We At top of the order coming up for Sato here in the bottom half of the first inning to face Bryson Tuck, the southpaw for the Tigers, on the mound. And it'll be Kyler Proctor to lead things off.
Now pitching for the Tushka Tigers, number 5, Bryson Tuck.
Proctor batting at .458 for the season. 4 doubles, 9 triples, 7 home runs, 34 RBIs, and Proctor fakes the bunt, pulls back, takes the ball high. Third baseman was charging for the Tigers there, Griffin. And here's the next one. It's upstairs as well, 2-0. Tuck can ill afford to work behind in the count to the Rebels, especially here in the top of the order. 2-0 to Proctor, and he takes a strike. Watches that one. 2-1. Gets his sign. Here's the next pitch from the lefty, and there's a breaking ball that drops in there for strike 2 called. Proctor, a very good on-base percentage. He's .589 on the season out of the leadoff spot. And he's going to swing on that pitch. It's popped up right side and foul ground. Over is the first baseman and going to make the grab. So Tuck manages to battle back. Gets Proctor to pop out to first base. Kerr makes the grab. There's one down for Connor Cordell. Cordell hitting at .431. And he'll take first pitch strike. Defensively for Tushka, it's Griffin at third, Simon at short, Goodson at second, Kerr at first. Lex Simon's behind the plate, and that pitch to Cordell's fouled off the left side. 0-2. Self, Simpson, and Vessels are the outfielders for the Tigers. Here's Tuck's next pitch, and Cordell just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Fights it off there. Connor with 8 doubles, a triple, and a home run on the season. And he's going to slap this one into right field for a base hit. Lines it over the head of the second baseman, Goodson. And Cordell has the first hit of the game on that 0-2 pitch.
Now batting the pitcher, number 18.
That brings up Easton Ford, the Rebels' top hitter on the season. Leads in average and RBIs, also doubles and home runs. And he's up in the situation here with the runner on as that pitch low to Ford. Snap throw to first is not in time. Cordell slides back in head first. 1-0 the count to Easton. Ford batting at .544. 12 doubles, 10 home runs, 51 RBIs in just 25 games this fall. The pitch home, and that off speed, and takes it for ball 2. Here's a throw to first by Tuck, and Cordell's back in easily this time. 2-0 the count. Good hitting spot for Easton Ford. We'll see if they put Cordell in motion. The pitch home, and that one's inside. Nearly hit him. Easton's had a great eye at the plate this fall. Batting in the 3-hole, just 13 walks, 0 strikeouts. In 100 plate appearances, no strikeouts batting in the 3-hole. Just amazing statistic as he takes a strike there. has a knack for putting the ball in play. And, oh, there's strike 2 called. Better knock on wood. Count goes full to Ford. And he watches that one low for ball 4. So another good eye for Easton Ford. Draws the walk. Cordell was in motion. He's on down to second base. We're going to have time called and a visit to the mound from Coach Dak Simon. Cordell and Ford aboard. The next batter is going to be Delton Roberts. So Simon talking to his southpaw hurler. As the Rebels threatening here in the bottom half of the first inning. Just one out. Now everybody returns to their spots after the conference. Delton Roberts, the hitter. Roberts hitting at .479 on the season. 7 doubles, a triple, a home run, 21 RBIs. He scored 29 times as well. And time is called at the plate. Delton's going to step out. Now we're ready to go. Tuck checks second. Here's the pitch home. Swung on. It's drilled into left. Back is the left fielder. It's going to be over his head, and it's out of the park. A 3-run home run for Delton Roberts puts the Rebels on the board here in the first inning. That was a line shot out of here. Roberts' second home run of the season. Left fielder thought he might have a chance at it. He was going back at the wall, but then ran out of real estate as it just kept going. A 3-run jack from Delton Roberts, and the Rebels lead it 3-zip. Sawyer Reddick's the next batter. And that pitch is outside from Tuck. Rebels out to a 3-0 lead as Roberts was first pitch swinging. One-0 pitch to Reddick, and there's a breaking ball in there for a strike called. Reddick batting at .435 on the season, 31 RBIs. And he'll take that one. Watches it for strike 2. The junior got off to a red-hot start to the season. And here's one popped up. Right side of the field. Over is the second baseman, and he's camped under it. Goodson makes the grab. There's 2 gone here in the first inning. A pop out to Goodson. Charlie Gardner's the next batter. Gardner's moved into that second base spot, hitting at .400 on the season. Limited at bats early on as the first pitch was a ball. Here's Tuck's next offering, and that one's inside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Rebels 3 runs on 1 hit in the inning, but it left the park. And there's the pitch taken by Charlie. Strike 1. The 2-1 swung on. It is lined into right field for a base hit. Gardner has a single. It's going to bring up Carter Parker. Parker, the junior, now hitting at .328 on the year. Got 8 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 18 RBIs. Gardner over there at first. Here's a ball and a snap throw down there, and back in time is Gardner. Let's see, Charlie, 2 stolen bases on the season. Not really a threat to go. The 1-0 swung on by Parker. High in the air, shallow left field. Over our back is the shortstop, Simon, and he's going to make the grab. And that'll end the inning on the pop out. But not before the Rebels score 3 runs in the inning on a big 3-run home run from Delton Roberts, and they lead it 3-0. Back with more coming up here on SilentRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Kevin Farr here live from DeLacy Park in Oklahoma City as the Silent Rebels with a 3-0 lead going to the second inning here against Tushka. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Tigers in the second to face Easton Ford, who got out of a bases-loaded jam in the top half of the first. Austin Self, the leadoff batter, and he watches that one low. And there's the next pitch, and it's low as well. Rebels with 3 runs in the first on 3 hits. Got a couple of singles. Connor Cordell and Charlie Gardner, along with the home run from Delton Roberts, as pitch called a strike to Self. And the next one, that one misses. 3-1. If Ford can come back here, and that pitch up and in. Self draws the leadoff walk. Coach Bowen not happy with that after the Rebels just took the 3-0 lead. Pete Goodson, the next batter. Could be a bunting situation here with the bottom of the order. Runner on, nobody out. Ford checks. Here's the pitch, swung on. It's a chopper left side, fielded on a hop by Parker. He goes to second for 1, on to first, double play. Oh, Goodson was slow out of the box. Didn't know if they'd have time to turn it. Parker went to second for 1, and then Gardner with the turn gets Goodson at first for the double play. There's 2 outs. Cole Simpson, the next batter. And he watches the first pitch ball. Next one from Ford, and it's a strike call. Count evens at 1-1. Next Ford pitch is low, 2-1. 2 outs on the double play grounder here in the top of the second. Simpson watches that one. It's 3-1. Ford having some control issues here early on. Tigers got the bases loaded in the first, and now he's walked a couple here in the second as well. As Simpson draws the free pass, but the double play helped him out. Pitcher's best friend, and back to the top of the order for the Tigers. Tegan Simon at the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside, it hits him. Runner was going. Simpson still in second. Simon's hit by the pitch. And once again, Tushka threatening in the second inning. Lex Simon, the next batter. Ford thus far has allowed a couple hits, walked 3, hit a batter, as here's a ground ball. First pitch to Gardner at second. He goes to first, and the Rebels get out of it again. First pitch swinging, and Simon grounds out. So 3 free passes in the inning don't come back to haunt the Rebels, as Tushka leaves a pair on. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Sato with a 3-0 lead. Going to the bottom of the second inning after Easton Ford's able to pitch his way out of trouble again. For the Rebels, it's 8-9-1 due up here in the second. Josh Trout's going to lead it off. Trout's going to start things here in the second. He's hitting at .373. 7 doubles, 19 RBIs, 12 runs scored for Trout. Batting in the 8-hole tonight, and he watches the first pitch for a ball from Tuck. Tuck 26 pitches in that first inning when the Rebels scored 3 runs on 3 hits. And there's the breaking ball. Drops in there on the outside corner for a strike. Tuck's next pitch upstairs. And with the fastball there. Trout's got a nice on-base percentage down there at the bottom of the order, turning it over. .513 on the season as he fouls that pitch off. The 2-2, it's inside. Count goes full. Trout has walked 13 times and been hit 6. See what he can do here. Payoff pitch, and that hits him again, or actually just misses behind him. Like it was headed for him. Got out of the way, and it goes all the way to the backstop. So 14th walk of the season for Josh Trout. And Rebels have the lead off aboard again here in the second. It's Mason Urbany to bat, the lone senior in the lineup. Actually, the lone senior on the squad for the Rebels is Urbany, batting here in the 9-hole. See if the Rebels got the bunt on. Urbany's batting at 358, and he's going to watch the first pitch from Tuck. Didn't offer. Third baseman way in there is Griffin. And here's a pickoff try. Trout back in easily. One and 0 the count to Urbany. And here's another pickoff attempt. Trout wasn't going anywhere. And another. 3 in a row. Coming home this time, and Urbany watches that one, and it's called a ball. Kind of froze him, locked him up there. 2-0 the count. Next pitch home, and it's a called strike. See what the Rebels do here. May have been waiting on a strike from Tuck to do something, and there's a check swing, and Urbany holds up and takes strike 2. The dangerous Kyler Proctor waiting on deck. And the top of the Rebel order. And here's another pickoff attempt. 2-2 the count to Urbany. Now Tuck's going to step off. Now set to go, 2-2. The pitch home, swung on by Urbany. Hit well to left. Backing up as a left fielder on the run. Is going to make the grab. And Trout's going to have to retreat to first base. Urbany hit that one well. Left fielder. Self makes the catch on the run for out number 1. And Kyler Proctor steps to the plate. They got him to pop out to first his first at bat. In that 3-run Rebel first inning. And he watches that breaking ball in there for a strike called. Tuck's going to first again. Trout was safe. 0-1, the pitch home, high. Here's the next one. Swung on. It's ground ball left side. Fielded there by Griffin. He goes to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. As Proctor quickly down the line beats the throw for the fielder's choice. Griffin to Goodson for the out at second. Trout is retired. Connor Cordell is the batter, but Proctor over there at first base. He leads the team in stolen bases with 22. So we may see some pickoffs now, and there's one from Tuck. So they're going to be trying to keep Proctor close. The pitch on, that was way upstairs and away. Proctor 22 for 22 on stolen bases this season. And Cordell watches that one on the inside corner for a strike called. Evens it up. And Proctor's going. The throw goes to first. Here's the throw to second, and he is out at second base. Picked off there as Proctor was going on the pitch on the first movement. And they get Proctor out to end the inning. Cordell will lead off in the third. Rebels go scoreless. Top half of the third inning, it's Easton Ford back on the mound for the Rebels. 39 pitches for Easton. And 3-4-5 due up for Tushka. And Tuck's going to swing on the first pitch and foul it off into the parking lot. Bryson Tuck, the pitcher, who worked a scoreless second. And he watches that pitch outside. Here's the next one from Ford. It's a ground ball hit left side. On the move, Proctor fields it. Throw in time. Looked like he had a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove, but still had time to get the throw. And gunned out Tuck for the first out.
Now batting first baseman, 00, Walter Kerr.
Walt Kerr, the next batter. He had a single his last time up, and he watches first pitch ball. One 0 the count to Kerr. Next one from Ford. It's swung on. It's belted deep to left, and it's out of here. Another line shot that gets out off the bat of Kerr. He jumped on that fastball and drilled it out of the park. So the Tigers answer with a run in the third inning. Rebels got 3 runs on a home run in the first, and that a solo shot from Kerr here in the third to cut the Silo lead to 3-1. Landon Griffin, the batter, he's going to hit one. It's going to drop down the right field line for a hit. Swinging there. First pitch. And going to draw a quick visit to the mound from Coach Bowen, and that may be it for Ford. And it looks like it will be. It's going to be Delton Roberts coming in. So Delton Roberts is going to be the new pitcher. And Easton will move on to over to first base. Take a look at Delton's numbers on the year. He's got a 4-1 season record with 1 save, making his 10th appearance. 25 2/3 innings, a 1.90 earned run average. Has allowed 8 runs, 7 earned, 17 hits, struck out 42, and walked 20. Really, the walks have been Delton's biggest issue. Otherwise, been pretty efficient on the mound. But those free passes have sometimes gotten him into a little bit of trouble. So Ford is done at 2 1/3 innings. For Easton, he allowed 1 run on 4 hits, no strikeouts, walked 3, hit a batter. 45 pitches for Easton Ford.
Now batting third baseman number 14, Hayden Griffin.
Hayden Griffin, the batter, to face Roberts. And Delton's first pitch is upstairs. Ball 1. Runner on first and 1 out here in the third. Tushka's cut into the lead with a run, and another one high. 2-0. Here's the next pitch, and it misses again. 3-0. 3 straight high ones from Delton. And it's ball 4 upstairs.
Now batting left fielder number 4,
Austin Self steps to the plate. Two on and 1 out for the Tigers. Roberts checks second. Here's the pitch home, and that one misses outside. Still hasn't thrown a strike. A look at second. Here's the pitch, and there's one in there. Evens the count at 1-1 to Self. Next pitch from Roberts, Self squares, and he pulls back, and that pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Trout. It's 2-1. Pitch coming home. It's bunted, and that one's fouled. Self bunted that one out of the park. Evens account at 2-2. Roberts' next pitch, and it's a breaking ball, and it hits him. Nope. They're calling him back. No. Wait a second. They're calling him back to the plate. They say the batter stuck his elbow out, apparently, and was hit by the pitch. Self, they're calling back to the plate, so apparently that was ball 3. And it'll be a full count. Three, two. The payoff pitch from Roberts is swung on, popped up, right side of the infield. Gardner under it and going to make the catch. Looked like he tripped a little bit, but makes the grab. Infield fly was on. There's two gone for Tushka. Pete Goodson, the next batter, with 2 outs. As the Rebels trying to work out of trouble again, the tying runs are on base for Tushka, and there's a strike called. Nothing in 1 to count to Goodson. Grounded into a double play as last time. He's going to pull this one just foul down the left field line. That one was headed for trouble in the corner. Moves the count to 0-2. Here's Roberts' next pitch. It's outside. So 1-2 to Pete Goodson. The checks the runner at second. Pitch home. Strike 3 called. Got him looking that time. And Roberts gets out of trouble. 1 run, 2 hits in the inning, 2 left for the Tigers once again in the third. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Silo with a 3-1 lead. Heading to the bottom of the third inning, Kevin Farr here, live from DeLisi Park in Oklahoma City on this Thursday night state tournament action. Earlier today, the Silo Lady Rebels were winners over Dale in the opening round of the state softball tournament, 8-3. And they will play again in the semifinals tomorrow morning at 11. Connor Cordell to lead off once again as he was at the plate when Proctor was thrown out on the pickoff to end the second. The first pitch from Tuck is high. Third baseman charging. Cordell squares, and he pulls back and takes a strike. Griffin was charging in from third. Now 1-1, the pitch home as a swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Cordell had a hit over the second baseman. Line shot his first time up. And he watches that pitch high. Here's the 2-2. Swung on. It's hit well to center. Racing over as the center fielder, and he's going to make the catch on the run. Simpson had him played to pull and had to make a pretty good haul over there to make the catch, as that was a sinking line drive off the bat of Cordell.
Now batting first baseman number 18, Easton Ford.
But the out's recorded. Easton Ford steps up to the plate. And he will take the first pitch inside. Ball one. Tuck rocks and fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. 2-0. The count to Easton Ford. And the next pitch swung on. It is pulled down the left field line and just foul. So a little bit out in front of that one was Easton. Count goes to 2-1. The next pitch from Tuck, and that one way inside behind him. It's ball three. And the next one, that one bounces and it hits him. Bounces in, hits Ford. He's hit by the pitch. And another free pass for Easton Ford. And here comes Delton Roberts, who had the 3-run homer on the first pitch. Drilled it out of here his last at bat. That's been all the Sato runs thus far. Ford aboard. Here's the pitch to Roberts, and that's breaking ball and taken for a ball. Tigers came back off speed there. And the next one, another breaking ball. It drops in there. Count now 1-1. Pitch home, fouled. 55 pitches for Bryson Tuck thus far. We're in the third with one out. Tuck checks the runner at first. Pitch home, swung on. It's a ground ball. Chopper on the right side, fielded by Goodson. He'll go to first. That's his only play. And Roberts is retired. Two down now here in the third inning, and it's Sawyer Reddick at the plate.
Number 19, Sawyer Reddick.
See what Reddick can do. Runner in scoring position now is Ford. Look at second. Here comes the pitch. And the breaking ball, and that one misses. From Bryson Tuck. Tigers ranked 9th in the final season rankings. But managed to come out of the regional, advance to state. And there's another breaking ball, and it's taken for strike one. Count even to Reddick. Tuck has his sign. And the next pitch. And Comes in with another breaker, and that one inside. 2-1. Tigers trying to stay off speed to Reddick here. Now Tuck steps off. Now we're ready to go. The next pitch, it's swung on. It's a ground ball, hit left side. Fielded by Simon at short. The throw over in time. And Reddick is retired for the third out of the inning. On the ground out to short. Simon to Kerr. Rebels go scoreless in the third inning. No runs, no hits, a man left. We go to the fourth. Silo with a 3-1 lead over Tushka. Glad you're along with us tonight here on SoloRebels.tv. The Rebels and the Tushka Tigers here in Game 4 of the day here in the opening round of the Class A State Baseball Tournament from DeLacy Park, as swinging on the first pitch, popped up, back, and out of play. That's Cole Simpson. And we'll be back to the top of the Tiger order. Roberts' pitch, and called a strike there. So he actually said he went around on the check swing. 0-2 the count to Simpson. The pitch from Roberts, and that one is outside. Earlier, it was Oaktaha 3-1 over Sterling. Canute beat Red Oak 5-0, and then Dale knocked off Rattan 11-4. Pitch in the dirt. Count goes even at 2-2 to Simpson. Next one from Roberts, and that one just missed. It'll be a full count again to Simpson, leading off here in the fourth. The payoff pitch is upstairs, ball 4. Fifth walk issued. Actually, the sixth free pass, if you count the hit batter. 6 free pass already issued by Rebel pitchers tonight. Tegan Simon back to the top of the Tiger order. Simpson's on the move. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called, and he's going to steal second. Beat the throw from Trout. The speedy Simpson steals second. He's in scoring position with nobody out, and that pitch outside to Simon. Count 1-1. And Tegan's going to take time, step out. Here's a pickoff at second base. That Simpson's back in. Head of the tag there from Proctor. And we got time at the plate once again. Pitch home. It's bunted. Roberts coming to field. The throw goes to first, and covering is Gardner. Gets the out on the sacrifice bunt. So the sacrifice bunt successful for Tushka.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Lex Simon.
Lex Simon, the next batter. And the pitch from Roberts is swing and a miss. Runner at third now, 90 feet away with one out. Simon trying to get him home and cut the Rebel lead. As he'll foul that one off the right side and out of play. 0-2 the count. Winner of this contest moves on and plays at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Dale in the state semifinals. The 0-2 pitch is outside. One and two the count. Roberts checks the runner. Pitch home. It's high. Goes 2-2. Here's the next one, and another one is popped foul off the right side and out of play by Simon. He spoils that one. Two once again, swung on. It's popped high in the air. Shallow right field. Coming in is Gardner. He's going to make the grab, and the runner has to hold. Simpson has to hold at third. As Roberts coaxes the pop fly for the second out of the inning. Now Bryce Tuck steps up, trying to help his own cause. There's Tuck here, and he watches that pitch outside. Here's the 1-0. It's outside. Two-0 pitch, swing and a miss by Tuck. And the next one from Roberts. There's a off speed, and Tuck way out in front of that one. Strike two. Evens the count with two outs. Roberts' next pitch, and it is fouled. A poked foul off the left side and out of play. Next delivery, swing and a miss, breaking ball for strike three, and Roberts escapes the jam again. After the Tigers had the runner at second with nobody out. For Tushka, no runs, no hits. A man left at third. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Silo still with a 3-1 lead. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Silo Rebels.
Batter's Charlie Gardner, and he watches the first two from Tuck here in this inning, and low. And the next one, and that one misses. It's 3-0. 63 pitches now for Tuck here in the fourth. Nobody out, and that one way inside gets to the backstop. 4 straight out of the zone. Gardner's aboard to begin things here in the fourth inning. And that's going to draw a visit to the mound from Coach Dax Simon. To talk to his lefty. Well, the meeting is over. It's going to be Carter Parker at the plate. Rebels still just those 3 hits against Tuck. 2 of those came in the first, including the Delton Roberts 3-run homer. Parker squares, pulls back, takes the ball. They're probably going to make Tuck throw a strike now. That's 5 straight out of the zone here to begin the fourth. Now, Tuck's going to step off. Didn't like something. Parker squares again, pulls back, takes that one high for ball 2. 6 straight. The next pitch, and it's in there for a strike call. It's Parker squared and pulled back. 2-1 now the count to Carter Parker. Trying to get Gardner into scoring position as the pitch. It's bunted. Going to be fielded there by Tuck. His throw to first is just in time. Barely there. Just got Parker by a step on the throw. Sacrifice bunt works there. And Josh Trout will step to the plate. Runner in scoring position. And Trout, 19 RBIs on the season. Gardner's the runner. And the pitch home, it's fouled at the plate. Now Tuck steps off again. Now back on. Looks at second. Pitch home to Trout. Breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. Big breaker dropped in there. We are at DeLacy Park in Oklahoma City. The Class A Fall State Tournament. Final game of the night. And Tuck's going to look Gardner back to second. Here's the pitch to Trout. High for a ball. Now, Tuck still having trouble out there. Didn't like the sign, stepped off. About the fifth or sixth time he's done this inning. Now got one he likes. Here's the pitch home. It's outside. Two. And this time Trout's going to call time as Tuck was taking a lot of time looking in there for the sign from Lex Simon. Now ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trout goes down swinging for the second out. That brings up Mason Urbany. Urbany ready. And going to take time as Tuck was still taking all day out there. Now, back and ready to go. Comes set. Here's the pitch, and it's high for a ball. One oh the count to Urbany. The next pitch swung on and pulled foul. Past the Tushka dugout. Arbany lined out to the left fielder. It's the last time up. That goes down. Talking with Coach Bowen there. Now we're ready to go. 1-1 the count to Albany. The pitch home, and it's a breaking ball that drops in there for a strike. 1-2. Here goes Tuck again, stepping off. Now back on, and still looking for the sign. Check second, pitch home, and it swung on and popped up on the infield. Tuck under it, and he's going to make the catch. Get out of the inning himself on the pop out. Rebels go scoreless once again in the fourth. No runs, no hits, a man left. Head to the fifth inning. Silo 3, Tushka 1. As we continue on here on SoloRebels.tv and the Scoredle Network. Starting the fifth inning now, and it's going to be Walt Kerr who had the big solo home run, the only run of the game for Tushka back in the third inning. Kerr to face Roberts here, and that pitch is low. Here's the next one from Delton, and it's in the dirt. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch is upstairs, ball 3. And Kerr is walked on 4 straight to begin the fifth.
Now batting designated hitter number 1, Landon Griffin.
Walked on 4 straight to begin the inning. And Griffin is the next batter. And he watches one out of the zone as well. Here's the next pitch from Roberts, and there's a strike call. That last one, the 7th free pass issued by Rebels pitchers as Griffin pulls that one foul and out of play. It's 1-2. Ford and Roberts have combined to allow 4 hits, walk 6, hit a batter. And we are just No outs in the top of the fifth, and that pitch is outside. Two the count. Here's the next one. It's in the dirt. Full count now to Griffin. Kerr aboard at first already. And the pitch, it's swung on, it's lofted, and into a right field. Coming over is Gardner, and he fields it, but looked like Ford was ready for a throw at first base, but did not make the throw. Coach Bowen not happy. Runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting third baseman number 14, Hayden Griffin.
Hayden Griffin, the batter. We're going to have a pinch runner at second base for Kerr. Tying runs are on base for Tushka once again. Looks like Fisher Hurt will be the pinch runner.
Now running at second base, number 11, Fisher Hurt.
The batter is Griffin. Probably a bunting situation here, trying to move the tying runs into a scoring position. Tigers bunted a runner over last inning, but failed to score, and there's a bunt. It's going to be a nice one, and they're not going to have a play. Oh, yeah, they do. At third, the runner does not slide. Hurt does not slide at third, and he is called out. That was going to be a tough play. Coach Simon can't believe Hurt did not slide. He's out on the bang-bang play at third base. One out. And a strike called. Strike called. The batter's Austin Self. Rebels have been flirting with danger most of the night. And once again here in the fifth, trying to get out of this with the lead. 0-1 squares and takes a strike for 0-2. Does Self. Next pitch is way outside. The 1-2 delivery, and it's bunted and caught by Trout for out number 2. Bunted into the glove of Trout. There's 2 down now, and Pete Goodson the batter.
Second baseman number 34, Pete Goodson.
Goodson the batter. Here's the pitch from Roberts, and it's low. Check second, the pitch home, and here's another one upstairs, 2-0. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Roberts checks second. Here's the pitch. And another pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Count even at 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch misses outside. We go full. Runners are going to be going. We'll be on the move here. The payoff pitch from Roberts swung on. It's hit high in the air, pulled in foul territory over his Parker. He's going to run out of room. It's out of play. So Goodson spoils that payoff pitch. I'll try it again with the runners going for the Tigers. And the pitch, check swing. They say he went around for strike 3. The pitch was high, and Goodson goes down on strikes to end the inning. And once again, the Rebels escape. They keep flirting with danger and somehow get out of it. In the inning, no runs, no hits. There was an error, and 2 runners left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Silo leading 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the top of the order once again for the Rebels coming up to try to do something to add to this 3-1 lead. It's Connor Proctor, and he takes the first pitch breaking ball from Tuck in there for a strike. Proctor is going to line this one into left field for a base hit. Leadoff batter aboard once again. Proctor jumped on that pitch and lines it into left for a single. His first hit of the night. It's going to bring up Connor Cordell. Rebels, just their second hit since the opening inning there. And Cordell is at the plate. Awaiting the 80th pitch of the night for Bryson Tuck. Cordell squares and pulls back and takes that pitch for a ball. Griffin was charging from third. Was about halfway to the plate there. Proctor was out at second after getting picked off the last time, as there's a breaking ball and called a strike. And Lex Simon's going to call time and go out and talk to his pitcher. Now there's a pickoff, and Proctor is back in easily that time. Got caught on first move the last time, and there's another pick. And Proctor back in easily. The count 1-1 to Connor Cordell. Here's the pitch, swung on, and it's a comebacker to the mound. Goes to second, and the ball is bobbled by the shortstop, Simon, and Proctor is safe at second base. The throw was a little wide. Simon couldn't handle it. It's going to be an error, and the Rebels have 2 on with nobody out.
Now batting first baseman number 18, Easton Ford.
Easton Ford, the batter. Nobody out and 2 on. Here's a pickoff at second. Diving back in is Proctor, and just ahead of the tag. Ford in a big spot right here. Easton has been walked a couple of times tonight. The Rebels' top RBI man, and he watches that pitch high for a ball. '51 RBIs on the season for Ford. And the team leader at 544. Average-wise, as time is called, as Cordell needs to tie his shoe. Now we're set again. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled off the right side.
Foul ball, first base side. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can help us out by retrieving.
Ford fouls that one over the Rebel dugout and out of play. 1-1 the count. Here's the next one. It's inside, and, well, Easton thought it hit him. Here comes a throw down to second. It gets away. Proctor's headed to third. Here goes Cordell, and he lunges in there to second base. Looked like he tripped. Ford thought it hit him. The throw from Simon went to the bag at second. It got away into center field, and Proctor raced on to third base. So apparently the pitch missed Ford, but it's going to be a throwing error, and there's 2 runners in scoring position now. They tried to pick Proctor off of second. Meeting on the mound for the Tigers. They're in a tough spot right here. They've got a base open with Ford at the plate, but Roberts has the only RBIs of the night with a 3-run homer. He's on deck. So Dak Simon out there talking about it on the mound right now. See what the Tigers are going to do. Biggest Rebel offensive threat since the first here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Looks like they're playing back. And the pitch to Ford gets away to the screen. It's a wild pitch. Proctor scores from third. It's 4-1. Cordell moved on to third base. Now Ford with a 3-1 count, and I don't know how you can pitch to him here. They've walked him twice already. We'll see the 3-1 pitch. It's behind him. It actually hit him. That one does hit Ford. Rebels would have been better off if it would have missed him, as Cordell would have scored easily from third, but it's runners at the corners. Still nobody out. Rebels threatening to break it open here in the fifth as Delton Roberts steps to the plate. The pitch is inside. Roberts squared and pulled back. Takes the ball. Pitch is low for a ball. 2-0 the count. And Simon's going to go back out and talk to his pitcher. 2-0 the count to Roberts. Four to 1. The Rebels have tacked on one already here in the inning. There's nobody out. Runners at first and third. Now ready to go. Tuck. Pitch home to Roberts. The breaking ball is a called strike. Here's the 2-1. He squares, and it hits him. Roberts is hit by the pitch. The bases are juiced for Sawyer Reddick. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. And I think we may have a pinch hitter. We are going to have a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Ethan Wilkerson to come up and hit for Reddick. Big spot for the sophomore. No, wait a second. It's actually Reddick is going to still hit here, I believe. And they're going to have Wilkerson pinch hit for Carter Parker, who is on deck. As they get things straightened out, Reddick is going to go ahead and hit. Bases loaded, nobody out. Big spot for Reddick now. The pitch, and it is a strike call, breaking ball. From Tuck. He's living on the breaking ball here in the last couple of innings, and now he's going to step off. Rebels have him loaded with nobody out. A look at second. The pitch home. Swung on, and it's lined foul down the left field line. Reddick jumped on that one and pulled it foul. Count out 0-2. Here's the next pitch. It's way outside. And blocked there by Simon. 1-2 the count. Rebels have manufactured a run here in the fifth. And here's Tuck again stepping off. Now gets his sign. And the pitch home. It swung on, popped up. Right side of the infield. It's an infield fly coming in and caught there. Caught by Kerr. And it looks like Gardner's going to hit. Go ahead and hit next. Reddick pops out. It's Charlie Gardner at the plate. There's one out here in the fifth. Bases still loaded. And here comes the infield in for Tushka. That pitch misses. Simon was sneaking in at short. Now he's going to back up a little bit. They're about halfway on the infield in the middle. Case of a double play. Now, there's Tuck again stepping off. At a snail's pace tonight. 4-1 is the Silo lead. Here's the pitch swung on. It's hit in the air to right field. Backing up is the right fielder. Now he's coming in to make the catch. Here comes the throw coming home. Tagging and scoring is Cordell from third. On a sacrifice fly by Charlie Gardner. Vessels made the catch, but unable to get it in quick enough. And it's going to be Ethan Wilkerson to pinch hit. The 6'7" Ethan Wilkerson to pinch hit here. Ethan had a big massive home run in the regional a week ago, coming off the bench in a pinch hit situation such as this. Now on, 2 outs in the inning, and the pitch to Wilkerson misses outside. A look at first. Here's the pitch from Tuck, and it's outside, 2-0. And here's a pickoff attempt. Roberts is back in safely. Let's see, Wilkerson on the season. He's batting an even .500, but just 17 at-bats, or 17 plate appearances thus far. The 2-0 pitch, and there's a breaking ball for a strike. Rebels have added a run. It's 5-1. The next pitch swung on. It's hit to left. Coming in is the left fielder, and back is Simon's going to make the catch in shallow left field. Looked like that one might fall. Wilkerson got under it, but flies out to Simon in the inning. Rebels pick up 2 runs in the frame on just 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 2 runners left. We head to the 6th now. Silo a little bit of a cushion, leading 5-1 over Tushka. We go to the top half of the sixth inning. Silo with a 5-1 lead. Carter Parker is back in at third base as he re-enters the game after the Wilkerson pinch hit. Rest of the Rebel defense remains the same. Outside of Parker, now back at third, and it's 9-1-2 due up for Tushka here. And Roberts' pitch to Cole Simpson is grounded to second. Fielded on a hop by Gardner. His throw just in time. Simpson quickly down the line. Gardner took a lot of time on that one, almost too much. And Coach Bowen letting him hear about it. Tegan Simon, the batter, with one out here in the sixth. The pitch from Roberts, and there's a strike down Broadway. Nothing in one. The next delivery, it's upstairs. One on one the count. Roberts' next pitch, right there for a strike. Simon taking all the way. It's 1-2. Gets a sign, and there's one low. Evens it up at 2-2. And that pitch is outside from Delton. And here's the next payoff pitch, and it misses on the outside corner for ball 4.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Lex Simon.
Lex Simon, the next batter. The 8th free pass issued by the Rebels tonight. And here's a pickoff from Roberts to first, and Tegan Simon is back in. And there's one upstairs. The free passes of what has gotten the Rebels into trouble, and they have had to work out of some serious jams along the way the last several innings. And Tushka with the runner aboard once again with one out. And there's a pitch to Lex Simon as the strike called. Roberts, quick throw to first, and Tegan is back in safely. And another one. Here's the pitch, swung on. It is lined to left, and it's going to fall. It's going to get past Cordell and roll all the way to the wall. Simon's headed for second. He's going to have a double around. Scoring from first base is Tegan Simon, and the Tigers have cut into the lead. It's an RBI double from Lex Simon. It's 5-2. Tegan was off and running. Scored easily on that double to left. And it's Bryson Tuck at the plate. So Tushka's got on the board once again. Answered with a run to cut it back to a 3-run Silo lead. Here's the pitch to Tuck as breaking ball is swung on a miss. He got him to strike out on a couple of those the last time. Rebels needing 5 outs. Potentially could use the ace, Kyler Proctor, to close it out in the 7th if they need him, and still have him available to pitch later. I'd probably need to get a couple outs here in the 6th first. And the pitch is swung on by Tuck. Popped up left side, foul ground. Over is Parker and makes the grab right in front of the dugout. There's 2 gone. And Walt Kerr, the batter, he's going to draw an intentional walk. Now with 2 outs. And that brings an intentional walk to Kerr, brings up Landon Griffin. And he is represents the tying run at the plate here in the 6th. And a swing and a miss by Griffin. High fastball there. It's 0-1. Calculated gamble by the Rebels there to intentionally walk Kerr and bring up the tying run to the plate. The 0-1, and it's fouled. 0-2 to the batter. Landon Griffin. Roberts has made some pitches to get out of trouble. See if he does again. He's going to line this one to right, but right there at Mason Urbany, who makes the grab for out number 3. And once again, the Tigers are turned back in the 6th. That 0-2 pitch was lined to left, but Urbany makes the catch. In the inning for the Tigers, 1 run, 1 hit. They leave 2 on, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Silos lead now 5-2 over Tushka. Five to 2 Silo lead as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Kevin Farr along with you tonight here on SiloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network from DeLacy Park in Oklahoma City. And Bryson Tuck on the mound once again, back out for his 6th inning of work. He's at 101 pitches through 5 innings. And it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for Silo in the 6th. Kyler Proctor down, loosening up just in case. He is needed in the 7th to come in and try to close this out.
Leading off to the bottom of the 6th inning, the catcher, number 3, Josh Trout.
So Trout's going to lead it off. And he's going to lay down a bunt. Nice bunt there. Coming in, it's Griffin, and his throw on the money just in time to get Trout at first base. So 1 out.
Now batting right fielder, number 1, Mason.
Mason Urbany, the next batter, here with 1 out in the 6th. Here's the pitch from Tuck. It's outside. One 0 to Urbany, and he watches that one for a ball in the dirt. 2-0. Urbany's third appearance at the plate tonight, and he takes that one. Thought about swinging, but held up, and it's called a strike. And a foul ball makes it 2-2. 2-2 the count to the senior Mason Urbany. Tuck gets a sign and the pitch home, and it's fouled once again, straight back and out of play. 2-2 the count still to Urbany. And the next one is swung on. It's a hard ground ball past the third baseman, down the left field line. Urbany's around first. He's motoring to second. Going to be a double for Mason Urbany, and the Rebels have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Urbany got that one just past the diving third baseman Griffin and down the line. And we're going to have an intentional walk to Kyler Proctor. They're going to intentionally walk Proctor and bring up Connor Cordell with 1 out.
Intentional walk to Kyler Proctor brings up the left fielder, number 14, Connor Cordell.
So 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Third baseman playing way in, anticipating a bunt from Cordell. Urbany has good speed. He might try to steal the bag here at third. See what the Rebels do. Here he goes. Off and running. Here's the throw to third in time as Simon got over there in time to get the tag down on Urbany. So Urbany is out stealing at third base for the second out. Simon to Simon on the put out. Proctor into scoring position. Got time called at the plate. 1-0 the count. There's 2 gone. And the pitch to Cordell, breaking ball, drops in there for a strike. It's Tuck's 110th pitch of the night. The look at second, pitch home, and that's way outside. Rebels would like Easton Ford to have another shot here in the inning with runners on as a pickoff try, and Proctor dives back in safely at second. And once again, looks the runner back. Does Tuck. Bryson Tuck, the Tushka southpaw here. Pitch coming to Cordell. It's fouled at the plate. Fouled off, evens the count at 2-2. Tuck laboring along at 112 pitches now. And we got time called. Now we're ready to go. Proctor stealing third. The pitch is low for a ball, and Proctor swipes third base. The count 3-2. "90 feet away is Proctor. The pitch to Cordell swung on, and it's fouled off the right side and out of play. "3-2. Payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Left side, fielded by Simon. Throw over in time, and Cordell is retired to end the inning. On the ground out to short. For the Rebels, no runs, a hit, and they leave a man on. We head to the 7th inning. It's Silo 5 and Tushka 2. We go to the 7th inning here at DeLisi Park in Oklahoma City. Sato clinging to a 5-2 lead. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Tigers. Tristan Gibson looks like he's going to pinch hit.
Leading off the butt. Top of the 7th inning for the Tigers.
Swinging on the first pitch. Pops it up, left side. Coming in is Cordell and is going to make the grab. Gibson was first pitch swinging as a pinch hitter, and he pops it out. It was in shallow left. Proctor was given chase along with Cordell, and Cordell makes the catch at the last minute. Austin Self, the next batter. One down here in the 7th. He squares, bunts, foul. Roberts trying to survive here and finish it off. The Rebels have Kyler Proctor warm if they need him. And the pitch hits the batter Self in the back. Another free pass to the Tigers.
Now batting second baseman, number 34, Pete Goodson.
Make it 10 on the night. And here comes Coach Bowen headed to the mound. And that may be all for Roberts. So Roberts is done, and it's actually going to be Charlie Gardner that's going to come in and pitch here. So Charlie Gardner on in relief. Parker's going to move to second, and let's see, Roberts will go to third. And Gardner in a big spot for the sophomore in his first state tournament appearance. Gardner on this season making his 9th appearance. He has a 3-0 record, 17 and a third innings. His ERA is 0, has allowed 1 run unearned on 5 hits, struck out 35 and walked 14. And there's the pitch is a strike call to Pete Goodson. So the sophomore, Charlie Gardner, on to try to close it out. Oh, 1 the count. Here's the pitch from Gardner. Swing and a miss. Came with the high heat there. It's 0-2 to the batter, Goodson. And the next pitch, and it's upstairs. 5-2 is the Silo lead. Gardner gets his sign. And here's the pitch home. Swung on, and it is lined past the third baseman down into the left field corner for a hit. Here comes a runner headed to third. The throw comes in, gets away, and runners are at second and third. That ball was lined past Delton Roberts down in the left field corner. The throw coming back in, headed for third base. Cordell was trying to get the runner there, but unable to do so.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Cole Simpson.
Cole Simpson, the batter. The 9-hole hitter for Tushka. Then we're back to the top of the order. The tying run once again at the plate for the Tigers here in the 7th. The pitch from Gardner, and it's a strike call. A look at second, pitch home, strike 2. This may be Gardner's last batter, with the top of the order coming next. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's outside. Tying run is at the plate. Gardner's next pitch fouled off the right side. Simpson Stayed alive there. It's 1-2. The next one, swing and a miss. He struck him out on the high fastball. Simpson chased one up and out of the zone. That brings up Tegan Simon. And it looks like Gardner is going to stay to face Simon right here as the tying run with 2 outs in the 7th. A look at second. The pitch home. Swung on. It's fouled off the right side and out of play. Gardner challenging him up right there. And it's 0-1. Rebels trying to survive to play tomorrow. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. He's got a base open. And Gardner's next pitch, it's called strike. As Simon watches it down the middle for strike 2, it's 1-2. See what the Rebels do here. Gardner has his sign, the next pitch. Ooh, that was just inside. 2-2 the count. Nods has his sign. Here's the pitch from Gardner. Swung on. It's a ground ball right side. Fielded by Parker over to first in time. And the Rebels win it 5-2. As Gardner comes in, the sophomore, to save it in the 7th. On a ground out to second to end it, Parker to Ford, and that's the ball game. Tushka no runs, a hit, and leaves 2 on. The Rebels flirted with danger all night and survived to play again tomorrow with a 5-2 win over Tushka. Winning pitcher was Delton Roberts in relief. He labored through 4 innings, gave up 1 run on 1 hit, struck out 4, walked 5, and hit a batter. Easton Ford started, went 2 1/3 innings. He allowed 1 run on 4 hits, struck out none, walked 3, and hit a batter. 10 free passes total, but then Charlie Gardner, the sophomore, comes in and picks up his first save. First save of the season for the sophomore as he retires the final 2 batters to pick up the save and send the Rebels into the semifinals. No runs, a hit. He struck out 1, did not walk anybody, and the Rebels win it by a 5-2 count. Looking at the final numbers offensively for the Rebels, just 5 hits in the game, but they made the most of those with 5 runs. Kyler Proctor had a hit. Connor Cordell had a hit. Delton Roberts, the big 3-run homer in the first, and the Rebels made that stand up the rest of the way. Charlie Gardner had a hit as well, and Mason Urbany a double in the contest also. That's going to about do it for the broadcast tonight. The Rebels win it 5-2 over Tushka, and they will play again tomorrow afternoon, state semifinals. And it's Silo Dale. We'll talk about the history once more tomorrow. 9th time the 2 schools have met since the spring of 2019 in state tournament play in all sports. 9th meeting coming up tomorrow. That's just a phenomenal number. Earlier today, it was the Lady Rebels over the Lady Pirates of Dale in the state tournament. That was the 8th meeting. And tomorrow makes it 9 when Silo faces Dale for the 9th time since the spring of 2019 in state tournament action. It's going to about do it. We'll have the broadcast tomorrow, 2 p.m., with the video broadcast here at DeLisi Park tomorrow afternoon in the state semifinals. State semifinals in softball, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning from Hall of Fame Stadium. We'll be there for you on the audio broadcast only tomorrow morning. You can join us right here at SiloRebels.tv. It's going to about do it from DeLisi Park. Until tomorrow morning, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long.